We are going live after a really long time. So Talia. Also why we did not tell a lot of people we're going live, because I didn't want us to mess up in any way. So let's see how many things go wrong. But let's talk about the market next week. Hi Avis, hi Swati, hi Somyan. All right, great. So I have a few charts here. What we're going to talk about is Nifty, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a bunch of stocks, a bunch of indices. So we look at Nifty first, we look at Bank Nifty, we look at Nifty IT, Pharma, all those different sectors, and understand what's going to happen the week ahead. Does that sound interesting? I hope so. And can everyone give me a hello in the chat so I know that you can hear me properly, and then we'll make this a super interesting session. So let's look at what Nifty is. I want everyone to do this with me, okay? I want you to open Nifty daily and monthly chart, and let's see what's happening over here. So you'll notice that Nifty has been moving up for a long period of time, and the entire 2020 on a monthly chart will become clear that we have basically stayed between 18,000 and a low of roughly 15,000. So we've been in this 3,000 point range for the entire year. Now, technically speaking, this is called a flag. So the market moved up and you have a flag and then there's a breakout. So actually right now we are in the breakout zone. And if you draw two lines like this, you can see that we have Nifty in a breakout zone and it's actually broken out. This means Nifty is bullish. It means Nifty's trend is actually up. Can everyone type in the chat? I understand Nifty's trend is up. And the only way that a downtrend begins is if we close, the monthly chart closes below 15,180. And that's really far, right? 15,180 is really far because right now we're trading at 17,500. I'm looking at the chat to see if any of you have any other questions. Okay, great. So basically Nifty is bullish. Let's look at Bank Nifty. So I'm going to go to Bank Nifty and open that chart and see what it looks like. All right, same thing in Bank Nifty, right? We have a rally and we have a flag and then the market is broken out again. Same thing. It looks like the entire year 2022 from a technical perspective has been sideways because it's 3,000, 4,000 ka point ka move. And it looks like it's basing off to actually move higher. So I know this sounds weird because everyone's talking of recession, everyone's talking about the market falling, everyone's talking about inflation. But the truth is, news follows price. You must have noticed when a war is announced, the market goes up. When COVID happened, market went up, etc., etc. So it's best to actually look at the market from an emotional standpoint, because when everyone believes something, that's what happens. Let's understand this a bit. What is a recession? Okay. Can everyone type over here in the chat and answer what exactly is a recession? Let me explain, right? A recession involves three parties: the government, companies, and you and me, the Aam Aadmi. The Aam Aadmi, if he thinks recession aane wala, he'll start saving more, he'll not buy the car, he will reduce his expenditure and try to save. Uska kharcha kam ho jayega. Then the same thing, the companies will say, okay, I think consumption is going to fall because of XYZ reason. So I will not buy a factory, I will not get land, I will not expand the business, I will not hire aggressively. In fact, I may lay off. And his behavior changes because he expects a recession to happen in the future. Government basically react to this by increasing interest rates. It's an up-moving interest rate cycle. Inflation during these times usually is timid or comes down a little bit, but consumption reduces. And because everyone, all three parties expected the market to fall, the economy actually shrinks. Therefore, this is philosophical. A recession starts here. So let's ignore the fundamentals and just look at what people are thinking, because that will determine what will happen in the future. Make sense? Hi MR, hi Pushparaj, good to see you guys. So let's look at the market from that perspective. What are investors thinking? So Nifty Bank, we have an up move and we have a flag and the market's broken out. So they're actually bullish. Let's look at Pharma Index. So I'm going to Good. Index and IT. Let's start with IT. Nifty IT. So it's also called CNX IT, and we can see that Nifty IT has been moving up clearly for a long period of time. And sorry guys, I'm not able to share my screen today, but you can open this as you're watching it and understand with me. And the market has come down. It's still super bullish, so it looks like a dip and it doesn't look like a fall. So I would still say technically this is also bullish. Let's look at FMCG. Good God, I love that. FMCG, also called CNX FMCG. So the story of FMCG is the same, right? India, large population, demographic ideal, young population, working population, consumption story, etc., etc. Fast-moving goods. FMCG has this story for many, many decades now. And you can see that the market has been in uptrend. It dipped and then it moved up. Also bullish. It may calm down a little bit, but overall the trend is still up. But it seems like in the short term, the rally has happened. So you may see some cool off in FMCG. Any other sector, guys? Do you want to put something? Pushparaj is saying CNX Small Cap. Sanish Chairat. Hi Sanish, what's up? And hi Mit Vinci. Hi Shivank. Hi Irshad. Irshad 17. Kaun sa wala Irshad hai? Do I know this Irshad? All right. So CNX FMCG. What else do we have? Any other sector? How about auto? If anyone at the back also has a suggestion, we can open that up. So we can see that the market is going up, but auto, to be honest, on technical front does not look something that's great. They had a really bad 2018 to 2020. So stay away. Someone said CNX Small Cap. Okay. Sorry, CNX Small Cap. All right, there it is. CNX Small Cap. The chart took a little time to load. And this request for CNX Small Cap was by Pushparaj. So, yeah. So, guys, generally, I don't have high opinions on small cap, okay? By the way, startups which are called unicorns in the public market, it starts at $1 billion. So if you're $1 billion in the public markets, you're not even a small cap. So it's not such a big deal in the public markets, but it is a big deal in the startup world, I guess. But generally, I don't have good opinions of small caps. It's not been a smooth ride for them. It is very cyclic. Money goes in, money goes out. So generally, I would say avoid and stay away from small cap. Why do you want to invest in small cap? Like, if there's a reason, let me know. But I have no opinion to give on small cap. Let's see what Nagrika Exports. Okay, this is really specific, asked by Shoaib, but I will take requests today because I'm not able to show my screen. At least I can take a request. Okay, the first question is Nagrika Exports. The answer is please stay away. It looks like a very illiquid stock. It's very spiky. Guys, I wanted you to check out Nagrika Exports. It's very spiky. There's barely any movement. Operators can move this stock easily. Please stay away from it. Don't do it, Shoaib. Pharma metal sector by Ali. Sure, we can do that. So metal Nifty, let's open it up. See next metal. Oh, that's interesting. So metals is actually bullish. Remember, it's a cyclic sector. You don't expect a straight move up. So just now we have something called a breakdown and a rejection, and it's moving up. So in the short term, it will go up. But then again, I would say metal is a cyclic sector. You have to be very careful on how you invest. If I had 100 rupees, maybe you might invest, I don't know, 5 rupees or 3 rupees in metal as an index or something, right? But that's fine. What Nirmal saying, what about Nifty Fin Service? Nifty Fin Service, okay. Do you mean Fin Nifty or the finance CNX, right? Yeah, so this is a good, this is nice. Who asked this question? Nirmal Singh. Good job. So this is a nice index. And yes, this is super, super bullish, which means the up move has just begun. So it looks like technically that it would cross like a 20,000 type thing. And it's in an uptrend. Remember, none of this are recommendations. This is just analysis of the market. Energy sector. Good God, you guys have so much requests. Okay, let's open the energy sector. Energy sector. CNX. All right, I have Nifty Energy, and energy is also beautiful. It came down. You have this sort of hammer, which looks kind of like a doji, but it's sort of like a hammer, and markets are going up. So it is, yes, it is bullish. I'm looking at the monthly time frame. So when I say bullish, I'm looking at over a 5-year period. Okay. Yeah. What's your thought on gold? What's my thought on gold? I mean, wear it. Let's see gold futures, what's happening there. Guys, I mean, so gold is obviously an interesting hedge. It is sideways right now. Unfortunately, no opinion. It's just been sideways. So no opinion at all, unfortunately. Thanks for asking. Nifty this week. This I can do. Nifty 50 this week. Let's do that as in the week ahead. I've already told you on the monthly charts, it's an up move. Let me come down to the weekly chart and say what could happen next week. All right, so when an up move happens and there's a flag, right, the market comes down, touches the upper header flag and goes up. So here's what's going to happen next week. I think the market's going to fall a little bit on Monday. Then if it reverses, you get a reversal candle. It's perfect then for the rest of the week to actually move upwards. So I hope we see like a red Monday. And if the market falls a little bit and then there's an intraday recovery and then it continues to move up the next week, that would be interesting. This is not a prediction, but something sort of as a hope, I guess you can say. But overall, the market is bullish. So if you have a trend following strategy, now is the time to apply a trend following strategy to top Nifty 100 stocks. Do you think Monday will be a big gap down? To be honest, yeah, no one knows. And there's no point in guessing कि Monday सुबह क्या होगा. I mean, don't do that. You want to follow the market and not predict the market, right? So try not to ask that question. CNX PSU, PSU Bank. Oh goodness. Let's see what we have there. CNX PSU. Okay, the PSU Bank Index is now open in front of my screen. Yeah, guys, so overall, the PSU Nifty Bank Index is a horrible index, which has just been sideways for a very long period of time. So my recommendation is stay away from it as a sector. Adani Trans. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Avis, do you guys want us to cover NDTV, Adani, and all that's been happening in the market lately? How did Adani buy NDTV? Kya ho raha hai media mein? Would you like us to cover that? We can do a proper story and release that sometime in the next 7-8 days. So let me know if you think that's interesting. Thank you, Paritosh and Avis. I'll answer your question on Adani. I'm pasting it, and I've just opened Adani Transmissions. Holy shit. ये stock पागल है, and it's been moving up for a long time. I'm looking at the weekly chart. I don't know what to say, man. I think, what do I say? The stock's just going up. इसमें क्या analysis करूँ? I have no analysis. The analysis would be don't enter. If you're trying to enter this stock, I think the bus has gone. Don't try to chase this stock is what I would say. Yeah, that's all I would say. I hope I answered your question, Avis. I'm reading the comments, seeing if you guys need anything else. What are your thoughts on today's USA event? Will this trigger Nifty for the downturn? Is it major resistance? So, Sahil, I don't think you should pay heed to the event. Monday, you could see the market a little bit down. But overall, Indian markets are up. No longer is India looking to the West and saying, America down hai, India bhi down hoga. I think times have changed a little bit. Although the entire world moves in tandem, India itself is much less leveraged financially as when compared to the US. US is massively leveraged in everything. So when they crash hard. So I think you should not look at that US news. And overall, technically at least, we are bullish so far. So I hope I answered your question, Sahil. Any other questions, guys, please put it in the comments below and I will answer it. Otherwise, we'll come to the end. Someone asked about HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics, and I've opened it up. It's a beautiful stock technically. I'm not talking fundamentally. I don't know how it functions fundamentally. Stock's moving up. It looks like this classic buy on dips story. Remember, allocate a very small portion of your entire portfolio to a single stock. You should not stock pick. I keep saying this again and again. Don't stock pick. But if you do allocate a super small amount in your portfolio, and if you understand swing highs and swing lows, you could just trail your stop to the swing lows and hold on to this. Right now it's up, so it should come down. Yeah, that's my analysis on this. Pretty simple. Any other questions, guys? I have to ask you this. We've started YouTube after a really long time. People in the office are putting tremendous effort. I'd like to give a round of applause to Vikas for everything that he's doing and creating these beautiful videos. And for all the writers over here, from Vasant to Sharma sir, Pulkit helping out, everyone. You guys are doing a fantastic, fantastic job. But I hope you guys see it. If you can, please type it. Vandit helps in the shoots as well, so does Anish. The team is actually so massive, I'll obviously miss someone. But yeah, we're all working really hard. Hi Jigar Ahir, good to see you. And Paritosh Airtel, okay, we'll do Airtel like bari. Tell me what type of topics you want us to cover. We're releasing 4 videos every week. Have you seen our YouTube? If yes, please say yes and click yes, subscribed. And say LearnApp OP. ऐसे old लोग होंगे OP नहीं समझेगा यार, but चलो. Okay, let us do Bharti Airtel. Okay, my view on Bharti Airtel is very simple. It's sideways. And it's not broken out. That's it. See, the beauty of technical analysis is you're basically read what's in front of you. ठीक है, तो market sideways मैं बोलूँगा sideways है, and that's what's happened over here. It's just sideways for a long time. It needs something amazing fundamentally to break. Now understand, इसको break out करने के लिए Bharti Airtel will have to do something fundamentally phenomenal for investors and FIs to say, okay, I want to double my stake or increase my stake, because we think the next 10 years or the next 7 years of Bharti Airtel look different. So they have to do something massively different for that breakout to happen and a sustained up move. Like Reliance, when Reliance did Jio, they fundamentally changed the industry. And I remember Reliance was sideways then, it just broke out and just continued moving up. So Bharti Airtel, unless something fundamentally changes, you won't see a massive move happening in Bharti anytime soon. So if you're a fundamentalist, you should research on this versus look at technicals of this stock. LearnApp OP. Thanks, Manish. Raj Ratan. LearnApp OP. Very nice. Yes, bro, I've subscribed channel long ago. Okay, very good. So let's see. Raj Ratan. Okay. I love you guys. If I skip you keep copy pasting the same thing again and again. My goodness. So Raj Ratan is an interesting this thing. I will not give you the answer to this. I want you to type Raj Ratan, find it on our YouTube channel. Has it released already, Vikas? It's already released. We've already done a fundamental video on Raj Ratan. So please refer to that video and learn from it. It was written by the best in the business, Mr. Is he over here? He's not over here. By Vasant. So it was done really well. So you should check it out, okay? Root Mobile. This sounds like a very small company. Why are you going to small caps, yaar? Band karo ye small cap. Anyway, how many years have you been trading? Jigar, 2007 I started. Any other questions, guys? If you can ask right now, let us know. We're working really hard. Can everyone hit the subscribe button? And we plan to do a live every Friday. Should we do that? A live on YouTube every Friday? If yes, please type yes. Type it there and tell me if you think we should do that. Cool. I think we're done. Vikas, anything else? No. Also, we're releasing a video 4 videos every week, and we're going to do one on NDTV and Adani. I think that news space might be interesting. So that might be interesting. Do you guys have any suggestions on what we should do? तो कोई suggestion है video पे फटाफट type कर दो कि इस topic पे बनाओ, and we'll make those videos for you and produce it. And what do you guys think of the new set, man? Isn't this beautiful? कितना ऐसा set OP ऐसा सुंदर है ना? Okay. Century Textiles. Any workshops on Zero the Kite Publisher API? Oh, interesting. Avis, I'll see if we can do that. Okay, Avis. Your thoughts on tech stocks with ongoing layoff. Manish, do you mean startups or do you mean public companies? I'll answer your question. NDTV hostile takeover. Swati, we'll do that very soon. Century Textiles. All right, let me analyze Century Textiles for you. Century Textiles. Textiles कैसे spell करते हैं? अच्छा, okay, got it. All right, so just looking at the chart, it doesn't look great on the monthly chart. It's sideways since 2018. Then after 2020, it went up very quickly, and then sideways again. Weekly chart पे कुछ हो रहा नहीं है. I think it's an okay stock. Technically, it looks like it'll break out, but it's not. It doesn't seem like a great company technically. So I would say avoid. You want a beautiful stock moving up, you know. Small case fund manager लेकर आओ. अरे 10 small case fund manager already teaching on LearnApp यार. Go to LearnApp, see coming soon. You'll see so many courses upcoming. अभी 2 दिन पहले कुछ release हुआ. You have a look at that one. It's a bullet momentum strategy. Cams. Okay, let's see cams. Horror movie का set लग रहा है SS जिगर. Very funny. That's actually true. Horror movie का set लग रहा है. Let me analyze CAMS also. Computer age. So yeah, CAMS is in a downtrend. Avoid, stay away unless there's a fundamental reason. Technically, the stock is in distribution mode. यानी कि लोग बेच रहे हैं and the market is just going down. So trend is down. Stay away. Any other questions? Cool. If you have any other suggestions, put in the comments below. I would love to